Good, happy Thursday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's get started. First up, man sentenced to 10 years in prison for firing at officers during standoff. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9, Andy Hirschberger.
They're a perfect choice for additions.
Okay, this is a raw video of the man entering into the courtroom, as you can see. A man who shot at a police officer during a standoff in December in Franklin was sentenced Thursday to at least 10 years in prison. Ryan pleaded guilty to 16 charges. Prosecutors said he fired at police officers in Franklin and threatened to kill officers several times. He was arrested days after the Franklin incident following another armed standoff in Concord. Defense lawyers asked for a sentence for 7 years in prison, saying Ryan needs treatment for a variety of issues, including substance abuse, but prosecutors said Ryan created a kill or be killed situation when he fired at police. Sergeant Eric was the officer fired upon by Ryan. He visibly struggled with his emotions while he testified about telling his young daughters what happened. Judge John agreed with prosecutors, saying that Ryan is dangerous and needs to be separated from society, but he added that he hopes Ryan takes advantage of programs that are available in prison. Four-alarm fire destroys apartment building under construction. Let's take a listen to this video from WCVB Boston.
All know life is about freedom of choice and money transfer.
It's been a long haul for the many firefighters who are here in Weymouth. They got here a little after 3 this morning, and they are still here putting water onto that building. This building was under construction and nearly completed. Now, it's likely a total loss. A roaring fire gut a large Weymouth building in the early morning hours. The flames going through the roof as parts of it collapsed.
I started on the right side of the building, looking at the building.
Firefighters had to battle the blaze from the outside because it was too dangerous to go in, spraying water down into the roof. Thick smoke billowed into the sky as the sun rose. The 4-story building was under construction and unoccupied. The fire chief says the condo complex was just a month away from completion, but the sprinkler system was not operational, a key factor in why the fire may have been so intense.
There's no sprinklers. The sprinklers didn't keep it in check.
Finding a water supply was a challenge for firefighters early on, forcing them to run hoses a distance away and across the Kingston-Plymouth commuter rail line, which led to delays. But quickly a tunnel below the tracks was dug so firefighters could snake a hose and continue their work without further train service disruption.
It's in tight areas. We can't get in there. We don't want to put people at risk.
A view by air shows the damage done inside the building. A drone with infrared sensors is being used to help firefighters detect hidden hotspots. It's our Sarah Conchi reporting.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Police release cause of crash that killed 2 motorcyclists. Let's take a listen to this video from WMTW News 8 in Maine.
Toga, 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 toga.
The annual toy run didn't even get a half a mile up Interstate 95, and then this happened. Bikes down, a pickup truck turned over. One of the bikers, 58-year-old Jamie Gross of Belmont, was dead at the scene. A second biker, 25-year-old Aaron White Sivany, the son of a Windsor firefighter, died at the hospital. Accident reconstructionists are trying to determine the exact point of impact. That'll tell them whether the truck veered into the bikes or the bikes veered into the truck.
And then we've had a number of witnesses that have called in, either motorcyclists in back of the pack or motorists in passenger vehicles who may have witnessed the crash. I know the investigating troopers have interviewed a number of them.
The annual charity run has been going strong for 36 years. Bikers collecting toys for needy kids and driving them from the Augusta Civic Center to the Windsor Fairgrounds.
Right now, we're in a grieving mourning time for the fallen riders.
United Bikers of Maine, who organized the run, are devastated. Rick Foss didn't personally know the riders who were killed, but he says that doesn't matter.
It still hits me. Those are my brothers and sisters, and I don't care if you're on a large motorcycle or you're on two wheels in an engine. You're still my brothers and sisters.
Two other bikers were injured. The driver of the pickup truck, 67-year-old William Newscomb, and his 99-year-old mother from Hollis, taken to the hospital with minor injuries. In Augusta, Jim Keithley, WMTW News 8.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Now let's take a look at your stock market and see how your stock market closed for this Thursday evening. Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the green and went up. Your NASDAQ closed in the red and went down. S&P 500 closed in the red and went down. RUSS 2K closed in the red and went down, and VIX closed in the red and went down. Dow closed at record high. Rest of market weighed down by inflation fears. U.S. equities closed mostly lower on Thursday after strong inflation data raised the possibility of tighter monetary policy from the Federal Reserves. Dow closed. Sorry about that one. Despite on DACA border wall after White House dinner. What stands out as a congenial bipartisan dinner, with President Donald Trump inviting the top Democrat leaders Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer to the White House, has since developed into a back and forth about their stamina on immigration and border security. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Thursday evening. Good night, everyone. Bye.